Hello, I'm Norman Clarke with Norman Clarke Painting. Today I'd like to talk to you about choosing the right tools for your paint job. The first thing let's talk about is the size of your job. How big is it? Is it a small bathroom? Is it a giant living room? Those things will determine what kind of stuff you're going to need. So I'm going to give you a generic overview and you can make that decision for yourself. The first thing you want to think about is your drop cloths. Drop cloths are these kind of things. You're basically a large canvas coverall. These go on the floors and will soak up any paint drips or splatter that you may have. So buy a good quality one with a high or thick thread count. The thicker the drop cloth, the better quality it is. So that's with drop cloths. The next thing you want to think about, what are you actually going to be painting? Is it walls, ceilings, woodwork? You want to think about size of brushes. If you're doing a large room, maybe a large brush like this. If it's a small bathroom or powder room, maybe a smaller brush. Both these brushes are great brushes, but they're used for different things. So think about what size of a project you have to do. The same will go with rollers. Rollers come in two different sizes, a big roller or a 9-inch roller, or what we call in the business a hot dog or weenie roller. These are used for different types of projects. A small project, large project. So you'll have to make that decision for yourself. Again, try to buy a good quality product because once you've cleaned it, it can go in your garage or your closet and you can reuse it over and over and over again. So buying a good quality tool is a great investment. The next thing you want to think about, how you're going to roll your paint on. If you're rolling ceilings and walls, think about buying a roller extension pole like this, a fiberglass one. Don't buy a wood one. Wood ones tend to break or can break and there could be a nasty accident there. So a fiberglass roller pole, even if you're just going to use it for one project, I guarantee you put it away, you'll either lend it to a friend or a neighbor or you'll reuse it in your further projects. So it's well worth buying a good quality tool. Next thing to think about is maybe a good hammer, good quality hammer, a good quality screwdriver, good quality tools all the time. Don't buy rubbish. A nice caulking gun like this for sealing up your cracks, any large holes. Make sure it has a little prong like this on it. Will save you a lot of headaches. This inserts into the top of this and will open it up. Also, this has you can't see it right there. This has a small razor blade right there, so you can pull this and it will cut the tip off of the caulking tube. Small little thing, costs a little bit more, but it will save you a lot of headaches when you're actually working. Okay? Next thing to think about is your spackling knives. These are a bit dirty. Try and keep them cleaner than I do. But basically what you're looking for with a spackle knife is a flexible head where you can actually bend it without really struggling to. This is because it needs to bend on the surface of the wall when you apply the spackle. So a good quality spackle knife. Keep it a little bit cleaner than mine. Next thing is an old trash, rubbish paintbrush. Might seem like a waste of time to you, but this is indispensable for cleaning off dirt and debris from your working area. So just an old paintbrush that still has some life left to it for a dusting brush. The next thing you want to think about would be a good 5-in-1 tool or 5-way knife, as we call them in the business. This should be completely different to the spackle knife in the sense that there's no give. This is a tool for hard scraping and for opening cracks. So it has to be a rigid tool. Don't buy the ones that are cheap and flexible. They're no good. Buy a nice solid knife like this. You'll be in good shape. The next tool you might want to think about would be a painting bucket or somewhere where you can pour your paint and work in it. You can have a bucket like this. They actually come with small little screens or grids which insert like this into the bucket, like this. And you actually take your roller, you dip it in the paint and you roll off the excess paint on your grid. Another way to go is to use a painting tray, a painter's tray. It's a small tray, it's aluminum. I don't particularly like to use those unless I'm doing faux finishing. The reason is a bucket holds more paint and there's less likelihood of accidentally stepping on the tray and flipping the paint all over you and all over the floor. I've done it, everyone's done it, so Just know what you're looking at when you start to use those kind of tools. I'm Norman Clarke with Norman Clarke Painting, and that's how you choose the right tools for your painting job. Thank you.